In Denver yesterday, Education Secretary Betsy DeVos continued her attacks against teachers and public schools during her address to a right-wing group that for decades has backed the school privatization movement. DeVos said teachers' unions support a system that is failing children. Quote, "They make it clear it's about protecting a system rather than individual students. They're totally wrong. It's about protecting individual students and parents." DeVos garnered 2 standing ovations from members of the American Legislative Exchange Council. She in kind delivered what they wanted to hear during a roughly half-hour speech attacking teacher unions and education policies of the Obama administration and pledging her support for ensuring the most important educational decisions be left up to local schools and families. Meanwhile, during the opening plenary at the Teach Conference in D.C., American Federation of Teachers President Randi Weingarten compared DeVos to a climate denier, which she actually is, by the way, and described her agenda to privatize schools as polite segregation. Later on, AFT's official Twitter account sent out, Betsy DeVos says public money should be invested in individual students, all caps, no, we should invest in a system of great public schools for all kids. The billionaire heiress, who has refused to cut her extensive financial ties to the education industrial complex, then fired back. Hard to believe they care more about the system than about individual students. But the Twitterverse was having none of that. Hard to believe we have a Secretary of Education who advocates for some children and against public education for all. Hashtag not my SOE. I see what you did there. Betsy DeVos can't even learn to thread tweets properly. The embattled secretary has become a lightning rod for the resistance movement ever since her Senate confirmation hearing, when she didn't even know the rights of students with disabilities were protected by federal law. The likelihood that she or her boss will be able to pass any of their agenda was greatly diminished this week when Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell couldn't even bring his long-anticipated Obamacare repeal to the floor for debate. Who knew governing could be so hard? If you found the information in this video helpful, go ahead and share it with a friend. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button so you can find me again.